Eurobox presents the Digital Employee Handbook, written by Dr. Anwar Alharbi. In an era where technology evolves faster than ever, the Digital Employee Handbook by Dr. Anwar stands out as an indispensable compass for anyone navigating the challenges and opportunities of the modern digital workplace. Clear, accessible, and incredibly comprehensive, this handbook offers readers a panoramic view of what digital transformation truly means for employees, for leaders, and for organizations. Across more than 30 chapters, the book breaks down complex themes: AI, data analytics, digital leadership, cybersecurity, into practical insights you can apply immediately. Dr. Anwar is our special guest today to give us an insight on his recently published book. So let's welcome him. Hi, Dr. Anwar. Welcome and thank you for joining us today.
I'm grateful to be with you. Thank you for this interview. And I'm pleased to be really publishing this book in your TV. And I hope all the viewers or the people who are using or going to be using this book will benefit from.
Yeah. How did the idea of writing this manual come about to you in the first place?
Well, as you know, I'm a TV guy in Kuwait here. I present TV shows, radio shows, and many people do ask me questions when they see me here and there. And also the fact that I am a trainer and a recognized trainer here in Kuwait, giving training courses throughout the year and different topics, subjects like digital transformation, artificial intelligence, cyber security, IT governance, so many things. And of course, these are the way to collect the data and present my trainees with the material. So every time I have to update my material to the handout they give them to give them so that they can learn and to give them hands-on. And with the experience I had so much of it, then I thought, well, better to translate these theoretical topics to a book with and all the, as you mentioned in your introduction, there are 32 or something plus chapters. So this will be covering more or less all the uh, related topics in the digital transformation era, whether it is cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and blockchain and Internet of Things, cloud technology. These are the trends nowadays. Fintech, perhaps I touched a little bit on it also. So those chapters are really covering the requirement and the needs for those trainees. So I put them together in this book called the Digital Employee Handbook.
Okay, very interesting. And so it's pretty clear that this is a book that, as public target, has employees, I assume private and public sector entities. Can you tell us what are the skills that the book promises to provide to the readers?
As you know, not all graduates or from university or even from the technical schools that have diplomas are well acquainted with the digital transformation tools. That is to how to use the productivity tools, for example, Microsoft Teams and these other, of course, there are other than that. And these applications are very important nowadays in office automation. And the government here in Kuwait is really going for the paperless offices. So this notion implies that all the employees should be aware, so to some extent here or there, with the AI tools, for example, the productivity tools and the software and the skills, because as you know, by the day these tools are coming out and they are really improving the workplace. And this is the aim of this, to train these guys and people so that they know how to use these tools, whether it is AI or otherwise, and then this will be speeding up for their workflow in their offices, and then they achieve the time management better, and then the efforts they get better, authentication of the data, privacy of the data, security of the data. These are really very basics and principles of having these skills to the people working in the government or in the organized private sector also, so that they can protect their networks from hackers or people trying to have some malicious attacks and links sometimes they send to these employees just for the sake of perhaps hacking the network, and then that might cause some damages to the organization. So we are in the process of public awareness in this field. So the book is contributing to these. For example, who is the digital leadership? There is a digital leader. We need to know what is the requirement for the digital leader to be a digital leader in the era of digital transformation. So these are the prerequisites or the requirements for a person to be a leading group or a head of the department with those prerequisites and the tools I suggested in the book, so that they can learn and then they improve their performance in the office and in the organization in general.
We also noticed that there are 3 poems in this book. Why were these poems included?
Well, they had these 3 poems were having very much effect on me personally. The first poem was for acknowledgement for my late parents who died 10 years ago, to acknowledge their role in my bringing up. And the other one was for my country, Kuwait, the state of Kuwait, who brought also, they gave me the scholarship to study abroad and for the best places here to work in. And of course, this gave me so much experience. And this book was contributed partly by the two. And of course, the third one was just because I trusted somebody in my life and he was very close to me. And then he sent me a link, and then this link was, it happened to be a vicious link, and then a malicious link, and then it was just damaging my mobile and WhatsApp and everything. So it was a sad poem, just telling that be careful not to trust nobody in this life until you check on those links when you receive them in your WhatsApp.
Thank you, Dr. Anwar. Thank you for your time, for this insight, and we want to wish you best luck with your book.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for this interview.
What makes this book unique is its holistic approach. It doesn't simply describe technology, but explains how people, processes, culture, and strategy must evolve together. The Digital Employee Handbook, written by Dr. Anwar Alharbi, is now available in bookstores and digital platforms. It's a publication by Eurobooks.